Just how outrageous is the qualification exam for spies? First is the simplest race. Every participant's foot is bound with iron balls weighing hundreds of pounds. Then comes the agility test, and basic skill tests such as bomb disposal. If you pick the wrong wire, it will really explode. Even the most common written test is not simple. The system will verify the answers in real time. As long as you answer any question incorrectly, you can only be hung from the ceiling for public display. And Taiyo also met his second suitor in this exam, but he never expected that his suitor turned out to be a man. Before Mutsumi met this lifelong rival, Taiyo didn't even know that spies had official licenses. One day he found his wife looking at the family photo of the Yozakura family. It was taken when Nanao passed the special service qualification. This is also a tradition of the Yozakura family. As long as you pass, you will take a family photo. It wasn't until then that Taiyo knew about the license. The license is a document issued by an organization called Spy Association. Spy Association holds qualification exams every year, and this year's exam is tomorrow. The first license you get is bronze rank. Through promotion games, will gradually upgrade to silver rank and the highest gold rank. Special agents above silver rank. Each one is like a monster. Looking at the family photo of the Yozakura family, Taiyo also wants to get a special service license. For Taiyo, who lost his parents since he was a child, now all the people of the Yozakura family are like his family. He subconsciously desires to take a family photo with them. Big bro Kyoichiro suddenly appeared. He said the exam was okay, but every member of the Yozakura family only needs to take it once. In case you lose face for the Yozakura family, I will prepare various decent ways to die for you. Before the two continued to make trouble, Ayaka's exclamation attracted everyone's attention. It turned out that Ayaka messed up Big Sis Cheyenne's information when she was cleaning. The program that was hard to write has a bug. What appeared on the TV was a ghost like Sadako. At this time, Taiyo found out what Big Sis Futaba, a senior special agent, was most afraid of. It turned out to be an elusive ghost. In Futaba's heart, even zombies or monsters can be defeated with strength, but ghosts or spirits that cannot be touched is Futaba's biggest fear. When the Yozakura family went to the haunted house together when they were young, the entire haunted house was destroyed by Futaba's rampage. As long as she enters a state of fear of ghosts, it will last all day. Mutsumi said that she would take good care of Big Sis Futaba before that. Suddenly a gust of wind came. Futaba was scared and jumped onto Mutsumi. Cheyenne also remembered. Recently, this mansion often makes strange noises. There is clearly no one on the wall. Goliath will suddenly be on guard. So the day before the license exam, Taiyo has to figure out how to take care of Futaba, whether it's cleaning, or when going to the toilet, even when cooking. Everyone will accompany Big Sis Futaba when it finally got to the evening. As a result, the ceiling made a noise again before going to bed. In order to coax Futaba, Mutsumi took out the fairy tale story she often read when she was a child, but she only said 2 sentences. Futaba didn't fall asleep. She fell asleep immediately. Seeing this, Taiyo immediately replaced Mutsumi and read the story. And the fairy tale story of the Yozakura family is also outrageous. It's clearly the classic fairy tale of Momotaro, but the plot slowly turned into a special war. After finally reading it, Futaba also returned to her original state. It turns out that this fairy tale is a book that my mother often read when she was a child, but since her mother passed away, Futaba realized that no matter how strong she was, there are always things that are helpless. No matter how you exercise, those existences that cannot be solved by strength will ruthlessly take away the most important things, thinking of the people she values. I don't know when it will be taken away again. She couldn't help but feel scared. It turns out that what Futaba is most afraid of is not being able to protect her family, rather than being seen through by the family. It's better to be laughed at for being afraid of ghosts. Maybe it's because Taiyo is a brother-in-law. Futaba subconsciously told him these. And for Taiyo, he can also understand Futaba's feelings, because he also lost his parents. But because of this, he wants to become stronger. After becoming a member of the Yozakura family who can stand alone, he can protect the things he values now. So he must get the special service license tomorrow. The next day, the spy license exam officially begins. The first exam is the most basic running test. As a member of the Yozakura family, Taiyo's strength crushes other candidates, but there are also those who don't like Taiyo. Taking advantage of the rest time, he actually plans to ambush Taiyo. After all, Taiyo's bounty is now a full $500,000. However, his ambush was stopped by a philosopher. Before Taiyo could say thank you, the other party said that he was protecting his beloved. Then he gently took off the rice from Taiyo's mouth. Then while saying perverted words, eat the rice into your mouth, even if Taiyo points a gun at the pervert. He also said that his heart has been shot through by Taiyo. It can only be said that this person is very perverted, and Mutsumi also knows this person. The blonde man is named Hoshifuru, the #1 playboy in the spy world, known to flirt with anyone regardless of age or gender. Seeing this, Mutsumi immediately felt a crisis. Unexpectedly, after Ayaka, the second person to grab her husband, turned out to be a man, and Hoshifuru hasn't stopped yet. He kept taking out his phone to take pictures of Taiyo. The pendant on the phone is even more outrageous. It turned out to be specially made by him going to Taiyo's mission location. Stealthily collect fallen hair and clothing fragments. The second exam is underwater escape. This is very simple for Taiyo, but he was surprised to find that pervert actually came out earlier than him. The next third exam is hide and seek. As an excellent special agent, must have strong concealment ability, even if discovered by the enemy. Also need enough agility to avoid attacks. The fourth exam is bomb disposal. If you pick the wrong wire, it will really explode. Taiyo finally managed to dismantle it here. The result is that Hoshifuru in front of him has already disassembled all the bombs. It seems that his identity is not simple. Then is the fifth written test. As long as you answer any question incorrectly, the end can only be hung on the ceiling. Compared to Taiyo, who reluctantly answered, Hoshifuru has already completed the test paper, even showed the answer to Taiyo, and the license exam finally ended, but these qualified candidates never thought, when receiving the license, the broadcast actually said that for confidentiality, this examination room will start to be scrapped in 3 seconds. Before everyone reacted, the venue they were in began to disintegrate. Seeing this, Taiyo can only keep rushing forward. There are countless traps along the way. Don't want to be at this time. The punk who had previously ambushed Taiyo actually ambushed again. Seeing that he was about to lose his qualifications, Hoshifuru actually sacrificed to save Taiyo. It's really worthy of true love. But just as he was about to fall, Taiyo held him and said that he would never give up. Hoshifuru saw this and smiled slightly. A fan appeared in his hand and he fanned it lightly. The two floated up. When landing, Hoshifuru announced that Taiyo had passed. Unexpectedly, Hoshifuru's real identity turned out to be a silver rank special agent, and it's also the examiner of this exam. It turns out that the spy association is more than just technology and ability. What is more valued is tradition and trust. That is to say, the character of a licensed special agent. Actually, there is an examiner next to each candidate. The punk who had previously ambushed Taiyo belonged to the kind of failure, and Taiyo's performance successfully won Hoshifuru's affirmation. It was then that Taiyo understood. What the other party said was just acting. But before Taiyo was happy for 2.5 minutes, Hoshifuru said that he really likes him. Finally, Taiyo returned to the Yozakura family. Everyone also celebrated his passing the exam. Unexpectedly, Kyoichiro fell from the ceiling at this time. It turns out that all along, he has been secretly making secret rooms and secret roads in every corner of this home. The purpose is to protect Matsumi. Everyone is very convinced of this sister control. Only Big Sis Futaba found something wrong. She immediately caught Kyoichiro. What fell from him are all kinds of sound-making props. Unexpectedly, the culprit who had secretly attacked Futaba over the years turned out to be Kyoichiro.